Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome back to Trainz Simulator 3, and it's time for yet another route review. And today's route that we're checking out today is the PT Alpine Lake 3. That's right, the guys over at Pro Train have blessed us with yet another edition of the PT Alpine Lake routes, which means more German content. Yes, that is right, lots more German stuff here. Some of it is reused, but some of it is new stuff. So, yeah. So, P-Tap Lake 3. So, I believe this is now the fifth German route that I've looked at here in Trainz Simulator 3. Of course, there is still one more German route that we've yet to look at, but that will be looked at way in, well, not way. Okay, not into the way to in the future. There we go. It's going to be looked at in the future. But for today, though, our route is the PT Alpine Lake 3. So yeah, and yes, it's not just called P-Temple Lake 3. In case you didn't know, there are two other two other PT Alpine Lake routes, which I've actually already covered on this channel. So yeah, there is a PT Alpine Lake 1 and 2. I've already looked at those routes in video form, so if you'd like to give those a look at some point, then, well, you can. But yeah, PT Alpine Lake 3 for today, another German route here in Trainz Simulator 3. So yeah, we're of course on the route for today, and we're gonna start out by looking at all of the included rolling stock that you get with this route. So the first one for the day is the DB644. Get that right? Yep, this is the DB Class 644, which has been featured in multiple German DLCs now. Yeah, the 64. Yeah, I believe it's also available in the PT Blade 1 and 2, along with the PT Eiffel route. So yeah, BR64, it's been making, or DB, yeah, DB BR64, whatever you want to call it. It's been making the rounds in a lot of these German DLCs. So you don't have to get PTA up, you don't have to get this route specifically to get this diesel multiple unit. You can also get it in a few other German routes now. So yeah, but in case you haven't seen the 64 yet, let's take a look around it. So yeah, there's your locomotive. Here is the cab, which is that's an okay cab, although the window seems to be completely invisible. They didn't even bother adding glazing or whatever you call it. Pretty basic cab, but yeah, 644. So let's blow the horn. Yeah, that horn sounds kind of bad, but there you go, BR644, or D, yeah, it's a 644 in DB Traffic Red livery. There you go. Up next, might as well bring up my list here because I made sure to write these down so I get these right. Up next, we have some content that is not new to this route. We have some rolling stock here that's been featured in previous German routes. First up is the DB BNZR Sibberling coach, which is also in the PT Apple Lake 2 route. We actually pulled these coaches with a class of steam engine, and there's no interior passenger view, unfortunately. But yeah, BNZR Sibberling coach is also included in this route. So there you go. Up next is the DB HBIS-TT wagon, which has also been featured in multiple. I say multiple. I think there's also introduced in PT Alpine Lake 2. I'm not sure if it's also PT Alpine Lake 3, but yeah, this is a wagon which also comes with this route. So there you go. Up next is the NACCO Anos, which is NACCOEANOS. In case you don't know, oh, it even says it on the wagon, NACCO and Anos. It even says it on the wagon. So there you go. So we have a empty version along with a coal version. There are a couple other versions of these wagons. I believe there's one with wood chips, and I think there's another one with like scrap or something. I'm not sure which one of those are included in this particular add-on because I was going around in the free drive mode, and I only found these two rounds. So I'm just going to assume that these two ones are just included with this route. However, this particular Anos wagon, this is included in other German add-ons as well, so you don't have to get this route specifically to get these wagons. As I said, so yeah, so all the stuff here is pretty much content that's also available in other German routes. And now you have this thing here. I put this one separately because I'm not sure if this wagon here is included in this particular German route. This is the DBHBIS-X. Now I'm not actually sure if this wagon is actually included in this route or some other German route. I just noticed it today though, so just in case it's included with this route, might as well show it off here. But yeah. If this wagon, though, is included in other German routes, do correct me, and, well, maybe we can point you to whichever German route does have that wagon. If you're a really big fan of this wagon for some reason. Okay, so this is pretty much a bunch of content that I'm thinking is featuring other DLCs, German DLCs. But now we're moving on to content that is definitely only exclusive in this DLC. And, we see some goodies over here. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We'll get to that in just a second, though. As we take a look at these. This is the, DB Trainz LAAS. This thing here. Trainz Wagon. We have an empty version and a version with logs. And see, I'm not sure if these can be loaded or unloaded or anything like that. I just noticed the buffers are missing on this one. Oh, I think I know why. It's because, yeah, one of the wagons flipped the wrong way around. Should have flipped them over. Should have flipped the other one over to make it look more authentic. But there you go. The DB Trainz Wagon, LAAS. If you're a big fan of this wagon, I know for sure this one, it's in this add-on, and I'm not sure if it's in any of the other ones. But now for the star of the show. Included in this add-on is the Deutsche Bahn auxiliary train. Yes! So we got the auxiliary wagons and some other stuff. Now, I believe the PT, PT, by the way, PT stands for Pro Train, by the way, because Pro Train are the developers of this route. But the auxiliary train, this was previously a separate add-on, like a separate DLC. Like, if you want to get the auxiliary train, you have to get it sold separately. However, the auxiliary train has now been included in this route. So yeah, now you can get. So now if you actually don't own any of the German routes and you really want to get the auxiliary train, well, now you can get it included with the PT Alpine Lake 3 to get the auxiliary train along with a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. So let's go over it bit by bit then. So of course here we have the DB 218, which is another locomotive that's actually been featured in multiple DLCs now. So if you're a big 218 fan, you don't need to get it exclusively with this add-on. It is featured with other stuff. But in case you guys haven't seen it before, let's do of course the obligatory 360 run around. It's detailing this one is interesting. Let's get inside the cab, of course, and wait for it to load. Or is this just the cab? Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's all loaded up. Alright, this was a pretty, bit more of an outdated cab, but it will do. But, yeah, BR218. That's, of course, below the horn. There you go. And now let's look at the auxiliary train itself. So, this is all part of the okay, so I guess to explain what's going on here, so these three coaches here, wagons or whatever, are actually part of the auxiliary train, and these coaches here are including this add-on, and are not necessarily part of the auxiliary train. I'm not too sure, but I'll get to those in just a second. Okay, so let's look at the auxiliary train itself. So there are three different wagons to this one. This first one here is the auxiliary train crew car. Yeah, so I don't think this thing is actually used for like passenger use. I think it's just the crew car. It does have a passenger view though, although it's not very good. Okay, I like how they did come with a passenger view, but it's in a pretty bad placement. Yeah, it seems to be at the end of the thing. So, but there you go. That is the auxiliary train crew car. Up next is the auxiliary train tools car, which is this thing. Seems to be like a box car with. I don't think there's anything in it. Oh, can you wait? Is there a passenger view with this thing? Okay, there is. Oh no, that's the same passenger view. Never mind. Yeah, so there's the tools car. Looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And finally, we have the auxiliary train generator car. Yeah, so I guess this car generates power of sorts. Yeah, it looks pretty alright. And no pass me this one either. And there you have it, the auxiliary train generator car. Now, like I said, I believe these three wagons were previously a separate standalone DLC, but now these are included with this route and among all the other stuff. And now for the last bit of the new wagon. So these aren't necessarily part of the auxiliary train, I guess. I'm not actually sure why they included these, but they're here in this route. So yeah, so these are just known as the DB crew car, and the number 1 through 4. So this DB crew car number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And as far as I'm aware, I think these are all just the exact same coach, but they're in different paint jobs. It does have a passenger view though, and ooh, this one is not bad. Look at that. See, now this is a passenger view. Now you can actually see stuff. And I believe all 4 of these coaches have passenger views. Although I think, actually no, I don't. Hang on, this blue one has a passenger view. I think, yes. This red one though doesn't seem to have passenger view. I'm not too sure. And this green one does. Okay, actually, I think only the blue one has a passenger view. I'm not too sure though. Look at the yellow one. This one does have a passenger view. Okay, so I know. Okay, that's weird. So I think the blue one and yellow one have passenger views, but the red one and green one doesn't. So yeah. So 4 different versions of the DB crew car. I guess you have the crew car number 1 in green, crew car number 2 in red, crew car number 3 in aqua, blue, teal, whatever you want to call this color, and then crew car number 4 in what's basically a yellow paint job of sorts. And there you have it. That is pretty much everything that you get here in the PT Alpine Lake 3 route. There might be a couple other more obscure wagons that might be missing on it, but this covers pretty much the basics of what you get with this route. So then, before we jump in, let's actually look at the route map for this one. And once again, it's not a particularly big map, although there is a lot of stuff to see. And for some reason, the tracks are just going invisible, which is, I don't know what happened. But there's basically a pretty good sum up of what this map has. A lot of mountain ranges and a bunch of other things, and seems like a cool route. And definitely, oh, what's this? Oh, that's that's funny. Oh yeah. I guess one other thing though I should mention about this route. This route has the glitch where if you're in the map view, you can't actually get back into the route itself until you do this and you get back onto the train that you're at. That's the only way to get back to the map. I don't know why it's like that. That's kind of a weird glitch that I don't know how they still haven't fixed that, but that's been present in all of the Pro Train routes, I think. But there you go. That's pretty much everything you get. Also, if you're wondering what the cost is for this route, it is $5, which is pretty much the standard price for all the Trainz Simulator 3 routes. Okay, we looked at the content, we looked at the routes now, we looked at the route. Now, let's look at the scenarios. Alright, so here are all of these scenarios that you get, plus, of course, usual sauce scenarios that I always make, because, you know, this game likes to generate scenarios based on what you do. So with this route, you get 4 pre-scripted scenarios and 4 free drive scenarios. So as far as the 4, now I know it actually looks like there's 8 of the pre-scripted scenarios. However, do you remember in the the Brocken Railway? Yeah, the Pro Train Brocken Railway route that we looked at about a month ago. That route had 8 scenarios. However, but actually only had 4 of them because it's basically 2 different copies. So as you can see here, we have 2 scenarios, but the big difference is that one of them is in German and the other is in English. So we have scenario number 1, which is Express Train, but we also have scenario number 1, which is Ilzug, which I assume is German for Express Train, and you have the same thing elsewhere. But yeah, so basically you have 4 different scenarios. You have Express Train, Morning Shift, Auxiliary Train, and Local Traffic. So that's the 4 unique scenarios that you get. And of course, you also get a copy of the scenario, which is also in German. So if you're a English speaker or a German speaker, then, well, both scenarios are available to you. And there are also 4 free drive scenarios. So we have free drive scenario in autumn, early morning, nighttime, and summer. So yeah, 4 different free drive scenarios. Well, I believe these scenarios are all exactly the same train placement, but it's just a different time of day. So if you prefer to play during like the nighttime or morning or whatever, then you have that power of choice. And so as I said, the start of this route is basically the auxiliary train. And what's cool about this route is that there is a entire scenario which is just about the auxiliary train. And the description of this one's pretty interesting. So take the BR-218 and bring an auxiliary train to a crashed freight train. Yeah, so there's been a freight train derailment, and we need to take the auxiliary train to, well, clean up the mess. So, that's all the scenarios. Let's do some driving. Before we get started, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description. And here we are. Looks like it's early in the morning, so I guess if you like, or maybe late evening, we'll see. So yeah, BR-218 is going to be our power for the day. Here it is. Alright, so it is indeed the morning. Good morning. The control room has received an emergency call. A freight train has run off the tracks between Bruntal and Schrindertal. Your task is to pick up the breakdown train. Ooh, the breakdown train, just like Tim Tom did in that season 1 episode. From Zekhelwog and bring it to the crash site. Drive very carefully to the section of the Schurtertal, as it is not precisely known where the train is. We need to make sure that we don't crash into the train. Nice. Okay. Alright, so we're going to turn around. I think we can back. Let's probably turn on the points. Yeah, I turned that off for the section where we're looking at the things and everything, because, Alrighty. So let's turn on the lights, because I can't see much. I think the lights are broken. Nope, they're only working on one side. Okay. Alright, well. PT Alpine Lake 3. Okay, I think now we gotta go backwards. I think we could turn off junctions for this one. Make it a bit more realistic. So the 218. This isn't actually the first time that we've driven this engine on the channel, actually. In case you didn't know. Yeah, first time we actually drove the 218 was actually when I reviewed the PT Eiffel route, which is the third German route that I released for Trainz Simulator 3. And I decided to drive this one pulling the TEE Rheingold coaches because, well, I mean, this look would have been included in so many different routes. Oh, it's quite loud in here. Yeah, this engine has been included in so many different routes. I figured, let's drive it. Well, today we're driving it again, but this time in an actual scenario. Alright. So let's speed up this tunnel. So where are we in the map? Oh, I can't look because we're inside. But yeah, I guess we're gonna click the auxiliary train and then rescue the the derailed coal train. Long tunnel, wow. Well, we're pretty much stuck in here. Looks like we can get outside and see where we're actually at. Looks like we're going up a corkscrew or something. Well then, as we go through the tunnel, yeah, welcome to PT Alpine Lake 3, the route of the tunnels. And I can't actually, and for some strange reason, I can't actually exit this view. So yeah, looks like we're gonna be running here for actually not too long. I think we're about to exit the tunnel or something. Yes, alright, we can breathe again. So where are we actually in the route location? Oh, he's went all the way up that. Okay, and we're in this portion here. I think we have to get back inside. We're about to enter the tunnel. Yep. Some more tunnelisms. So yeah, a lot of tunnels to start this route, I've noticed. Alright, well, not much to say at the moment. I want to comment on the scenery, but we're currently stuck in a tunnel right now. And, yeah, one thing I just realized is that there doesn't seem to be an option to, I've had a bit of a jump cut there, right as we're just exiting the tunnel again. And the frame's dropping. Alright, I'm trying to be in the tunnel, come on. As the frames are dropped, oh boy. Oh, I see where we're going up, look at this. It's like a proper tunnel. Oh no, I forgot about the glitch. So anything else I can latch onto? No. Wasn't there a freight train there? I think we're about to exit the tunnel now. But yeah, I was just commentating on how it's, I guess once you're in the tunnel you can't actually get out. Because there's no map thing. It's a bit weird. Okay, finally. Also, man, we've been going backwards for quite a long time. Anyway, yeah, for me what the jump cut was, my mom just came in and gave me lunch, which I can't eat right now because I'm recording a video. Thankfully it's in a container so I can just warm it up later. This route is definitely something else. Oh, the frames. Okay. Okay, yeah, if you're noticing there's a bit of lag, that's not the video, I don't think. That's definitely the game. As we're going up a heck of a mountain. Wow. There's a lot of foliage. Alright, we're gonna get to the actual auxiliary train. Why did they start so far away from the auxiliary train? It's a bit weird. Where are we going? Actually, I might as well get outside so we can just see where we're going. So let's go all the way up here. Oh, Brunel. That's okay. I think that's okay. So that's where we're collecting the auxiliary train, and then is that the derailment? I think it is. Okay, that's the derailment that we're gonna get to. Okay. So we actually have quite a ways to go before we actually get anywhere. So I think we might as well just, in the cab and go backwards. Alrighty then. Well, I guess in terms of topics and everything that's happening and updates and whatever, once again, not much to say. However, crossing the bridge, yep. However, I do have some very, very good news. So as a YouTuber, of course, okay, now I don't know how to set this up. I'm gonna say it. We finally have monetization! Yes! Yeah, that is right. I finally reached the 4,000 watch hours of watch time-isms for the last 12 months. I finally meet that monetization requirement, and this channel is now monetized. So yeah, there you go. So I am finally making money off of the videos that I make. So yeah, if you're actually watching this particular video right now, this one that you're watching, and you notice that there's some ads on it, well, that is because, yeah, finally got monetization enabled, which means that pretty soon I'm going to be getting paid for the work that I do here on YouTube. Yes. So I just, okay, so I guess to give you a bit of a timeline though, so I actually got monetization enabled back on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm recording this on Thursday as per usual, and of course it's going to go on Sunday. That's when you're probably watching this video. And I reached the monetization goal basically last Wednesday. Actually no, last Tuesday it was. Yeah, last Tuesday was actually when I reached the monetization goal. And then it was last Wednesday, which is when I actually got through the approval process and was able to enable monetization. I tell you what, the approval process actually went a lot quicker than I thought. Like, I've heard, the approval process can take, up to a week or a couple weeks or whatever. Somehow, I managed to get approved into it in a day. Like, it only took like half a day for my AdSense account to be approved, and then it took another half a day for my YouTube channel to get approved. So yeah, within a day of reaching the monetization goal, I was allowed into the YouTube Partner Program. So that was pretty cool. Of course, I still have to set up some of the finer details, so this way I actually, get paid. Of course, I haven't actually earned anything yet, but I will pretty soon. Yeah, I would have already set it up, but I only actually got accepted the YouTube partner program just last night, and of course I gotta record this video so I can get it out, on time. But yeah, if you notice that there's ads on this video, that's right. I've been able to turn on monetization, so yeah, whenever you see an ad from me, well, I'm earning a little bit of money for that. So that's pretty cool that I finally reached the monetization goal, which I've been pushing so hard for quite a while. I was on one of the Anos wagons or whatever with the logs, so there you go. You also get a wagon with logs in this route. Okay, well, once we come to a stop here, we're going to pick up the auxiliary train. I think so. I hope so. Well, this wants us to stop pretty soon. I'm not sure. But yeah, finally got that 4,000 hours of watch time, which I've been pushing really hard for that, really for the past year. Ever since since that Trainz Simulator video I made went viral. Oh, okay, I guess this is going to stop there. Okay, we're gonna keep going then. Alright, whatever you say, game. But yeah, I've been pushing for this goal for, well, really for a while now, but ever since last year was when I really started it. So that's a really cool thing that I finally got to this point where I'm now getting paid for, this work that I do. Because I do really enjoy doing these YouTube videos, but I feel like I don't want this to just be a passion project. I really want to turn it into something a bit more. Something that I can make a bit of money off of. And, well, we finally reached the 4,000 watch hours. So now it's just a matter of getting everything all set up, approved, and whatever and everything, and then I'll start making some cash. Now, in case you're wondering, does it seem like ads and whatever, and, don't worry, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that just bombards the video with ads, like an ad break, like every minute or whatever. I'm not that kind of guy, and I'm not super greedy. I think for now, I'm just going to have, like, ads at the beginning and the end of the video, and I'll probably have 1 or 2 mid-roll ads per video, depending on the length of the video. Of course, I'm basically kind of a newcomer to this monetization stuff, so of course I'm gonna fine-tune the details, but yeah, I think for now I'm gonna have, of course, ads at the beginning and the end of the video, and again 1 or 2 mid-roll ads depending on the length of the video. So if it's a shorter video, I'll probably only do 1 mid-roll ad, or maybe even no mid-roll ads if it's a really short video. And if it's a longer video, I may put 2 or 3 mid-roll ads depending, on the video length. And of course it will be spaced out in the video. Although what I might try doing eventually is I might front load the video with ads, and then the rest of the video will just be all commercial free. We'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty cool that I'm finally going to be getting paid for the work that I do here on YouTube. Because for the longest time, this has been a bit of a passion project, and it's still going to be something that I'm, very passionate about. Like, I'm not going to just sort of phone it in or whatever. And, that's for the better, because, yeah, making high-quality videos, and high-quality videos that people watch, and, yeah. Well, this route, though, has pretty much been the route of the tunnel. I think we spent the majority of this video being in a tunnel so far. But there's the coupling thing, so yeah, we're going to be coupling to the auxiliary train pretty soon. Okay, bear for speed reduction to 30. very tight corner here. This thing sure is loud. Hope it hasn't been drowning on my voice too much. Alrighty. Okay, so tiny bit. And here it is, the auxiliary train, ready for us to collect and take to the accident. There we go. Alright, and drive to the train via Bruno. Drive carefully. Alright. So I'm just gonna save it because that was a lot of driving to get to this point. Yeah, create a new session. That's where I can get the thumbnail later. And here we are. We got the auxiliary train. Now we're off. I guess we're going back down now. At least we can ride in the coach once we get into the tunnel. Oh, it's not too fast. Don't want to get bopped for speeding. Yes. And person, yeah, I guess we went back down the mountain, so can't see much in this coach, but I'll not even set the noise. Come on. At least it's a different perspective, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna turn down the game volume just because, you know, I'm not sure how that's gonna be across in the video. So I'm gonna turn the game volume down for now. Just, you know, just for now. Because, man, there's a lot of tunnels in this route. Also, it's... Oh. Bother, we can't get outside. Like I said, drive carefully. Well, I can't even see anything. Well, we already came this way anyway, so it's definitely not the tunnel. Let's go to the cab. Oh, whoops, the cab is backwards. Alright, well, into the coach, I guess. So many tunnels. Yeah, I initially left the game volume up because I thought that we would get out of these tunnels, but not more tunnels. This is pretty much the route of the tunnels. The amount of tunnels that we've driven through today is just absurd. On this video, by the way, ooh, we've already been on the road for about 25-30 minutes. But custom run sounds on the auxiliary train, though. That's pretty cool. Okay, stopping marker down there. That's where I assumed we were going to stop at earlier. Alright, where is this train again? Because I saw the derail train on the map. Oh, I see. We're going to stop at the thingamajig and then we're going to reverse. Oh, I see what we're doing. Okay. Oh, I just realized something. We're actually driving... Hang on a minute. I'm going to switch the train facing. There we go. There we go. Now it looks better. Is it going to a tunnel again? Okay, yeah, turning on the game phone was a good call because there's a lot of tunnels going on. Didn't think we'd be going through all these tunnels, but oh, epilepsy. But yeah, it's been the route of the tunnels. So hey, if you really like tunnels, you're gonna like this route. Personally, I'm not really much of a tunnel guy because it can't see anything. Well enough though, my friend Andre, who just happens to be German, does like tunnels. So maybe I'll like this route. I don't know. I don't think Andre plays much Trainz 3. I mean, he does have it, but you know, Trainz 3 problem with Trainz 3 doesn't have a route builder yet. Yeah. Hey Anthony V, by the way, where the heck is the route builder? I hope this doesn't become like Trainz Sim World where they just promise it but they never add it. Yeah, the only reason why I'm, you know, getting all these add-ons and everything for this game is because, you know, it's popular, a lot of people watch it, so I'm like, well, better get the people what they want. And now we're going into more tunnels. Like I said, this is just the route of the tunnels. Alrighty, well, pretty soon we'll be at the derailment site. That's pretty cool. More tunnels! Yay! You know, I'm gonna turn the game volume back up. Yeah, that's what's on the coaches, in case you're wondering. But if you're wondering why the volume thing on this iPad hasn't turned up, it's because I'm actually monitoring the audio through OBS. So yeah, so for this actually this recording format that I've been doing since almost the beginning of the year now, I can actually use OBS to control the volume of the game. Now that being said, though, I am recording the game volume track on top of the my commentary track. So if the game happens to be a little bit too loud, I can't tune that in the editing. And I mainly do that just to sort of save time and stuff. And typically it's fine. But for this video, yeah. If the volume of the game has run out my voice, I do apologize. So if there's something that you... Yeah, I guess if there's something that you couldn't quite make out what I was saying, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Although, to be fair, the more the importance of it is, you know, was said by me in the introduction when I was going over all the rolling stock. Now it's pretty much just a bunch of blah blah blah. As I'm pretty much just saying stuff to pass the time because this is a gameplay video, and I suppose you guys want to see this stuff. So, P-Tap Lake 3. I haven't really been able to raid this route so far because it's just been a bunch of tunnels. I mean, I guess if you really like tunnels, then you're really going to like this route. As far as scenery, though, between the tunnels, it does look pretty nice. But I guess that's kind of, you know, something that we've kind of come to expect from Pro Train. They do pretty good work on scenery stuff. Yeah. And I think we're getting to the derailment site soon. So I guess we're gonna get there, maybe do a couple stuff, or is that gonna be it? No, I think there's gonna be more stuff after this. I'm not sure. Because actually, you know, if you look at the top left or top right or whatever, okay, the bit where all the 5 stars they're at. So right now we're at 3 out of 5 stars. That's basically how many we've scored. But it's also kind of a duration of how far we into the scenario. So we got 3 stars, so we're about, actually might be over halfway home. Yeah. Also, yeah, for some strange reason, though, there's no scenario duration here in Trainz Simulator 3, which I don't like very much. I I really think that anything that's like a pre-scripted scenario or anything really needs a duration, because, you know, maybe you're on a bit of a time crunch, and, you know, you're on a bit of a time crunch, but you know, you have a little bit of time to play a scenario, so you want to look at what scenario fits the amount of duration that you want to play, and then you can say, oh, I want to play that scenario and stuff. It's fine for me, because, you know, I'm just recording a video and I got the whole day. You know, I could do this all the way until midnight if I really wanted to. But, you know, for someone, I guess, who doesn't have that kind of time, it would be beneficial if a scenario duration thingamajiggy was in the game. Because it's there in Trainz Simulator 2, I think. Yeah, for certain scenarios in Trainz Simulator 2, though, it does actually give you scenario duration. I don't know why the heck it's not here in Trainz Simulator 3, which is the sequel game. So weird, isn't it? It's that green bar there. Hey, viaduct, yay! Yes, we're now... Oh, wait, what the heck is that? Wait, no. Oh, just in time. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's a dam. Wow, look at that. Look at this indeed, yes. Alright, that's a big lake. Also, okay, remember what I said though about you can't... Hang on. Wait. Oh, I guess you can't do it when you're inside the tunnel. Also, they're coming to a stop soon, so let's get on the brakes. Oh, there it is. There's the derailment. Okay, they need to come to a complete stop though, come on. Well, here it is, the derailment site. Oh, come on. Hammond, you idiot! You derailed the coal train! Right. Okay, let's bring it to a stop. Alrighty. So we have another BR-218 here, which is set to sit here because his coal train's off the tracks. I wonder how this happened. Okay, so now I'm going to decouple the auxiliary train. Okay. So I guess they're going to get to work assessing the accident. Wait. Nope, that's a junction. Where's the option to decouple the... Oh, wait, it's here. Nope, it's this one. There we go. Alrighty. And right back to Bruntal. Oh, okay. Goodbye, auxiliary train. Good luck assessing the damage or whatever. I'm going back home. I guess. More tunnels! Yay! I love tunnels. Is this just the route of the tunnels, or have they set the scenario in like a route where like there's a lot of tunnels? Alright, I guess you gotta drive back to Bruntel, and then that'll be it. That'll be the end of the scenario. So get some speed, come on. Yeah, let's stuff it. Let's ride in the cab until we get there. Look at that, we're doing exactly 60 kilometers per hour. Alrighty. Okay, 57. Oh, 58 is, because I want to get there as quickly as I can. Speed! We're going at 1 km per hour of the speed limit. We'll be fine. We were outside for a little bit. Yay, look at this. This is pretty cool looking. Yeah, credit is due. The graphics in this game are really good. I just wish we had a route builder multiplayer to go with it. So, hey M3V, when are those features coming? Because, yeah. You know, the funny part is, I remember I first downloaded Trainz Simulator 3, and I was like, hang on, where's the route builder? And then I realized, oh, there is no route builder in Trainz Simulator 3. Or at least not yet. There's going to be a route builder in Trainz Simulator 3, as confirmed by M3V. But when's that coming? You know, I was thinking, maybe I should ask M3V that or something. Hey guys, do you think I should email M3V Games and ask them, hey, where the heck is the route builder for Trainz 3? You said yourselves that the route builder, or there's a thing coming, but you haven't told us when it's coming. Now, with that being said, my guess for why it hasn't come is because they're focusing a lot of their development resources on the on Trainz Simulator 2022 over on the PC, which is, yeah, Trainz 2022 is their most recent PC version of the Trainz series. Yeah, that game needs a lot of help. So, I can see why V have put more developmental resources towards that, and they've kind of neglected the mobile version for now. Oh, my iPad's almost out of battery. I thought I charged this thing up. Yeah, I charged this thing up last night, didn't I? Oh, well, reaching 10% of battery right as we're about to reach the end. Yay. Hang on, what percentage I saw this iPad on? I actually don't remember. Oh well, doesn't really matter because yeah, we're at negative. We're at 10% it seems, but we're nearly the end of the scenario anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I haven't really been able to rate this one in terms of scenery because a lot of it is hidden by tunnels. So maybe we'll run this road again in the future, and we'll actually drive it on parts of the parts where there are no tunnels and stuff, and yeah. Alrighty, well, we're approaching what I assume is going to be our final stop. Back in the town. Yes. Alright. Okay, slow it down. Oh, messed it up a little bit too much. And I believe it's going to be the end of the scenario. So a perfect 5 stars today. Yes. So here we are then. So there you go, PT Alpine Lake 3. Again, might revisit this route at some point in the future, and we'll drive on a portion without all the tunnels and stuff. But that is gonna do it for today. Oh no, we're already. Wait, is it? Oh, there you go. Session completed. 5 stars. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in whatever I make next.